Hi everybody and welcome back. My name is Melissa and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So today's tip is buy meat when it's on sale, even if it's not necessarily time for that meat. So I only eat white meat turkey and I bought this turkey last summer. It's a turkey breast. It was on sale for 99 cents a pound, which, while more expensive than a full turkey, I mean, if I'm going to throw away most of it, I might as well, pay the 99 cents for one that I'm going to eat most of it rather than, 69 cents for one I'm going to throw away most. So I don't know if you can see this, but this turkey breast was 99 cents a pound. So I paid under $7 for it. I paid, what is it, $6.72 for it. So even though I got it in August, I want to say, maybe September, and Thanksgiving was months away, I was prepared. Now, I ended up not making it at Thanksgiving because my kid decided they wanted chicken, and I was like, sure, why not? Because I'm also one who doesn't believe you have to do the, I don't feel like you have to do the traditional meals. You don't have to have turkey at Thanksgiving and ham at Christmas. Eat what you want. I think we had dinner or breakfast for dinner on Christmas, chicken for Thanksgiving. So it really, I mean, it's okay to cater it to how you want it, even if it's not tradition. Okay, so you have decided to watch the long version, and I will show you how I make the turkey breast. It's pretty easy. First steps first. I'm going to preheat the oven to 325. If you don't have to wear gloves, I just really have texture issues, so I will frequently wear gloves. So first you're going to want to open it. I normally just cut it. And I'm careful, like, even though I just cleaned my sink, I don't want it touching my sink. I'm kind of weird like that. But I'm also going to need to, I think I actually opened it backwards. So, oh, maybe not. Okay, so you're going to find a bag. Oh, this is just for turkey gravy. Okay, so this one does not have giblets. Sometimes you have giblets, which are like the parts of the turkey. So I want to double check and make sure. And you can kind of see, like, it's just an empty. Okay. Now I am going to put it in the pan. I know it's sideways and it shouldn't be, but sometimes you just have to make do. Now you're going to want some sort of a fat added to the turkey. You could use oil, you could use butter. You could even use like the spray. I'm going to just use you know what, you can't see, give me just a second and I'll move the camera. Okay, so I'm going to just use canola oil because that's what I happen to have open. I'm going to use a tablespoon, which I feel is fairly liberal. It's more than I would typically use, but and this is very hard to get to stand up in this pan. I don't know what the deal is with turkey breasts and why they don't like to stand up. But for whatever reason, they never do. Okay, so I think I could have easily just used a teaspoon. I feel like this is way too much oil. But I'm going to just use some of my seasoning mix, which is salt, paprika, pepper, onion powder. Kind of rub it all over the turkey breast. I want to make sure that I have enough so that I don't have to pour this again with with dirty hands. So I normally like to do it both inside the cavity and out. And I do this too if I'm cooking a whole turkey. Okay, so I kind of massage it in, get it all over. Really like it to, I don't know why. My mom always massaged the bird, so I guess that's why I do it. Some people like to kind of pull up the skin and get under it. The skin will be up there. Okay, so let's see if I can get it to stand up in this pan. Okay, maybe it'll stay. Maybe not. We'll see. Take off my gloves. I don't know if you saw my Tavala video, but I am really hoping this fits now, because this seems a little tall. Okay. It's going to just barely fit. Are you gonna... No, it does not fit. Dang it. Okay, so necessity is the mother of invention. I'm going to try turning it on its side, and I will turn it halfway through, I guess. So I'm supposed to cook it for, it was 95 minutes, so I guess we'll do it one side and then the other. And I will be back in 45 minutes, and we will see how it turns out when I flip it. I'm going to wash my hands and kind of clean up now. Okay, so the Tavala just went off. I'm going to pull it out because it's halfway done. The other thing I should mention, a Tavala does also not just bake, but it steams. So, you can see in my attempt to try and, like, I don't know, do something kind of an odd way. It's kind of unique how it is. I don't quite know. There's definitely a lot of juice on it. I wonder if it's down enough. I don't think it is. So, we're going to see what happens, because I have a feeling that beautiful crisp skin is not going to be so beautiful. Okay, so this skin kind of, I'm not really happy with how, okay, the skin's still there. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely like cooking, so we'll see what happens there. So obviously I also could have just turned on my regular oven. I mean, it's still winter, it's not a big deal. But I wanted to see how this would do in the Tavala. Doing it this way. And I kind of cooked it this way the last time, if I remember correctly, because, sorry, I'm distracted. Okay, so I kind of cooked it this way the last time I did it, and it's because the last time it just kept falling over. So this will kind of also give you an idea of if yours is falling over, which I mean, I find tends to happen frequently with turkey breasts. If yours keeps falling over, then will this method work for you? So we'll see how it works. and I'll kind of give you an idea. I mean, I'm going to end up with a lot of turkey. This was nearly 7 pounds, and there's not a lot of bone to it, and turkey doesn't have a ton of fat. So I'm going to end up doing things like trying to make turkey tacos, maybe, shredding some, making some into sandwiches. I'm going to end up making some soup. I mean, I'll figure out stuff to do with it. A lot of it's probably like, I'll probably make soup broth, and then the soup broth will get frozen because I'm not a huge fan of turkey soup, but maybe turkey and dumplings or something. So I'm going to kind of figure out all the different meals I can make from the turkey, because I'm not a huge fan of turkey, but if you get turkey lunch meat for like sandwiches, then you're going to be paying a lot of money for that per pound. I mean, that typically runs like $5 a pound at least. So at this point, I've gotten that. It comes with the gravy as well. Sorry, this is such an awkward position. You know what? I'm going to turn this. We'll just move it. Okay, so in addition to the turkey, and I can make sandwiches with it for lunch meat, I can have turkey, I can make turkey soup. I'm going to see if I can make like a turkey tacos, like kind of season it how I would shredded chicken. But it also comes with the gravy. So this gravy pack makes 2.5 to 3 cups of gravy. And you're looking at spending $3+ just for a can of gravy. And obviously if you're cooking a turkey at home, you can always make your gravy from scratch too. But if you're trying to do, I mean, like, there's so much you can do with it, and it's so simple. So we're going to see how it turns out doing it sideways, because it's kind of how I had to do it the last time, and if I remember it turned out, but we'll see. And kind of give you options. So anyways, I'm going to pause here. I'll be back when it is done in the oven. I'll go ahead and test it with the thermometer, and I'll see you then, I guess. Okay, so there's 5 minutes left on the Tavala, but the turkey's looking pretty done. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it for now. Okay. You can see there's tons of juice in it. And I'm going to see. It should be 165 degrees, and it's 177 degrees. So I'm going to leave it to sit and rest. I'm going to see if I can actually put it on a plate to rest. Okay. So let's see if I can carefully, we'll also at this point get to see what happened to that bottom skin. Okay. So let me move this over to the stove, because I'm going to be making gravy in a second anyways. And we will look, let's see, kind of want to see if it's okay, so this is the side that was up last. I probably should have looked and seen how it looked. Okay, so it didn't get totally, like, it kind of is a little looser than I would have liked. But it did cook, so if your turkey's falling down, it still will work. I'm going to double check and make sure the top is not as cooked as I'd like. I don't want it like partially raw. Okay, so this part doesn't seem like it is done. Oh no, it is. Sorry, it only needs to go to 165 for a turkey to be done, but that thing keeps. Okay, so let's see if I can, I don't know. Nope, you're not gonna sit up, are you? Okay, so I guess I'm going to place it so that the soggy side is down again. I don't eat the turkey skin, so I guess it's not that big of a deal that the one side's not super crispy, but I'm going to pause here and then I'll take you over and make the gravy. Okay, so in order to make the gravy, sorry, I only have this saucepan, but I feel it's way too big. I'm going to need 1 1/4 cups of the dripping, so I'm just going to kind of angle this. Obviously, if you're coordinated, you can pour, but I'm just going to use a ladle to get the drippings out. You can also use 1 1/4 cups of water if you prefer, but since I have the gravy drippings, I might as well use them. And then if I can't get 1 1/4 cups, I'll just finish off with water. I have 1 cup here of the drippings. I'll pour that in and I'm going to grab some water. So I am also grabbed a 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to quickly kind of before I start the fire, before I start the stove, I'm going to really quickly, some of the grease spilled, and I don't want a grease fire, so I'm going to just quickly wipe that up. Grab a knife, cut this open, see if it's as easy as it says it is. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I wasn't expecting it to pour that quickly. Turn on the stove. What does it say? Empty contents. Okay, so I'm just supposed to cook and stir over a medium-high heat. I think that might be about as thick as it's going to get. So you can kind of see, okay, yeah. So now that it's kind of cooling a little bit, it is thickening. I think it was just really hot and boiling and thin. So it is a thinner gravy, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to leave that sit a minute. Okay, now if you watch me at all, you know I have terrible knife skills. But I'm going to try and do this anyways. So, I'm going to try and see. Okay. So, I've seen turkeys cut a couple of different ways, but for now, I guess I'll just kind of cut it straight. Does not feel done, even though it said it was. Okay, I guess it is done. It just feels weird to me. Maybe it's my knife. But so I will cut this, set the meat aside. I'm going to kind of set that knife aside for now so I don't hurt myself. And okay. So now at this point I've cut a lot of the meat off, and I am going to kind of, some of it will peel off in slices still that I will use for slices, but then like some of the stuff that's going to just be shredded for other things. Okay, so I could continue to strip this down, but I think I'm just going to save the rest of the meat on the carcass and let it boil off. So I'm going to pause this and I'll get everything set. Okay, so the turkey's cooked, it's sliced, it's shredded, it's ready to go, it's ready to eat. Let me let you know what I have. I have 16 ounces of turkey gravy, 9 ounces of shredded turkey. I'll make tacos or such with that. 31 ounces, so almost 2 pounds of sliced turkey. So we're looking at 2.5 pounds of turkey. I have the carcass. I'm going to make turkey rice soup with this, and I'll have some leftover turkey broth that I will freeze, and I can make other soup later. Barely any waste. And I don't know if you can see that. I paid $6.72 for this. 99 cents a pound, $20 savings. But I got it in July. I was planning on having it for Thanksgiving, but then we decided we wanted chicken for Thanksgiving. So I still had the turkey. And I clean out my freezer every like January, February, try and just like kind of go through all the old stuff so that I have room for the new stuff. So it was time to get rid of it. Anyways, I have so many meals here. I'm going to be paying pennies a meal. Even once I add the sides, I would say each meal is going to be less than 50 cents. And that's a good deal. So buy the turkey in July if that's when it's on sale. It doesn't matter when it's on sale. What matters is buying it when it's on sale. Buy your meat when it's on sale, when it's cheap, even if it's not what you're going to be eating right away. Think ahead, because eventually you're going to eat it. And if you buy it when it's on sale, I mean, if I decided today that I want a turkey breast, I would have had to either A, pay $27 for it, or B, go without. I would have went without, because I'm not paying $27. I don't like turkey that much. But now for less than the cost of a pound of lunch meat, I have so many meals. Again, my name's Melissa. This year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. I'm going to also share some recipes, maybe some DIYs. So if you want to hear more tips for frugal living and learn how to pinch those pennies and stretch those dollars, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to know when my videos come out, because I do post 1 to 2 videos a day, go ahead and hit that bell notification. I'll let you know. Anyways, again, thank you so much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.